While setting out the trash and recycling is a quick weekly task for most of us, it's an everyday focus for the City of Dubuque's Public Works curbside collection crews. The containers we toss our recycling and trash into are critical to this service and to the crews that make over 4,000 stops a day. In this episode of Delivering Dubuque, we discuss how the City of Dubuque is rolling out the use of standardized tipper carts to improve the trash collection process for customers and city staff. So in last year's budget, the Dubuque City Council moved forward with a recommendation from our city staff to issue tipper carts to all of the city's solid waste customers. So here to talk to us about that transition today is Resource Management Supervisor Jake Jansen. Jake, thanks a lot for being here today.
Thank you for being here, Mayor. It's a really important topic to talk about, and I'm excited to tell you more about it.
All right, excellent. So actually, on that note, why don't you just give us the general scope of what this really is? Why are we moving forward with this project, and what is it?
The main goal of moving to an automated collection system is to improve our safety and efficiency of the service we're providing. So right now, we're getting tipper carts to all city curbside collection customers who currently don't have one already.
Yeah. So you talk about safety, and that's one of the big points that we talked about a lot as we passed this last year as a city council. Talk a little bit about the process that people have to go through to be able to collect all the solid waste that we have in the community.
Honestly, safety is the #1 reason why we're making this transition. We want to do everything we can to protect our workers. And getting out of the truck at every stop, hundreds of times a day, that takes a toll. And unfortunately, we've seen an increase of injuries, and we want to make sure that we can reduce that, and embracing automation is the best thing we can do to keep our workers safe. And another really important aspect is the safety of our community too. Lugging trash or whatever the material is to the curb, it can be laborious, and we want that experience to be improved. We want to make sure we give every single customer a quality cart to do that.
So safety is one benefit that you mentioned, but talk about some other benefits of this.
Efficiency is a big one. Here at Public Works, we're proud of the services we provide. Whether it be snowing, raining, whatever the elements are, we want to make sure we provide that service. And the good news is Dubuque's only growing, and to meet that demand, we got to embrace technology like automation. And automation will allow us to do that. Depends on the area, but we should be around 30 to 40% more efficient to collect trash or what recycling through the automated system. But another really important piece is a clean city. How the system has worked in the past is we expect our customers to bring the trash in their own personal can or just even placing it at the curb. And when it's not contained in a cart, it's really at risk for loose litter in our neighborhoods. And we want clean neighborhoods, we all do. And so if we can keep those materials contained in a cart, we'll likely see a cleaner community.
So these carts aren't new. The carts that are sitting behind us here, I actually have one of these that I got last year, but the difference now is that everybody's going to get one, right? So can you talk a little bit more about that process and what that's going to look like?
So everyone will have their own city-issued tipper cart. It's a transition. It's not going to happen overnight, and the reality is we've had carts in the community for over 10 years now. Of our about 20,000 customers we serve every week, maybe a little bit over 40% right now has a city-issued tipper cart. In April, we're going to start delivering on a mass deployment basis of our basic cart, which is 35 gallons. So any customer that's paying the basic rate will receive a 35-gallon cart unless they let us know they need a larger cart. We offer 4 different sizes, a 48-gallon, a 64, and a 96, and then of course our 35-gallon cart. And for folks that need a bigger cart, they just need to let us know. But we're willing to work with everybody and really meet the needs of the customer.
So over time, people are going to start to see these carts showing up. Not everybody's going to get them all at the same time, but it's going to be a process. And over a matter of months and throughout this next year, we're going to be moving towards everybody having a cart.
Yeah, it's a phased-in approach. There's a lot of different factors in place there. Whether we're going to deal with different staffing issues and it's going to be every hands on deck to make it happen. But we're going to make sure that every single customer in the Dubuque area is going to get their city-issued tipper cart.
Excellent. So I think it's important to point out as we talk about this that we're not fully automated yet. Not all the trucks have the automated collection arm. So as we look forward to automating more fully, what is that going to look like?
Over time, we're going to get more trucks that have the automated collection arm. But the reality is Dubuque's unique. We are a hilly town, we have tight alleys, and there just might be some areas that we can't fully automate. But the more that we can automate, the safer we're going to be and reduce the amount of time that our drivers have to get out of the truck. The good news is that once we get everybody into a city-issued tipper cart, we still can collect the materials at a semi-automatic process, which is a lot better than having our drivers manually collect the trash at stop after stop. This allows technology to lighten the load.
Sure, yeah.
Do you want to see what that looks like?
I would love to see what that looks like.
It's really cool. Let's check it out.
All right, let's go.
So this is one of our fully automated collection vehicles. It has an automated collection arm, and to show us how it works is our lead sanitation driver, Tony Severson.
How we doing today?
Hey, Tony, how you doing?
I'm good, I'm good. Let's start this thing up and I'll show you a demonstration.
All right.
So the nice thing about this new truck, when you roll up to a stop, you don't even have to get out. You got this nice joystick here, line up your cart, pull your arm out, close it up, pull it back in a little, up it goes. Back down. Go out with it, right back to the spot you picked it up. And that's all there is to it, and on to the next stop. Let's go look at the other truck.
All right, cool. So that was the fully automated truck. Now this next one is the semi-automated, right? So for places that we can't fully automate.
Right, correct. So we have the tipper cart actually on the side of the truck where the driver would have to get out, move the cart over to the truck, hook that up, and then you can go from there with this hydraulic arm.
We've talked a lot about the tipper carts and the ways we do this from an automated standpoint, semi-automated. This is an older trash can that we've used before, and I'd like to know a little bit about what it looks like for somebody to do this day in and day out, time and time again.
Sure, sure. So you're talking from the cab of the truck out to your stop. Several hundred times a day the crew has to get out like this. Undo that, come up, and over the shoulder, you're dumping, 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 and back to the curb. Or if we come to the cart, we can grab our cart, use the wheels to our advantage, and the crew can just roll it right up to the truck. Huge difference.
So one of the things that I know is really important, and this, I think about this as a customer, right? So I'm a customer, so I know that there's some rules I need to follow to make sure that it's put in a place where it's safe and effective for you guys to do your job. So what do we need to think about?
We need the arrows facing the street. We need a clear area. And we also need, so the lid is not overflowing with bags and the lid is tight down.
And if you frequently are putting a lot of bags and they don't fit in your cart, or you have larger carts, you just gotta let us know, call us, or fill out a form on our website.
Yeah, well, that's great. Well, this has been super helpful. Thank you so much for being here and telling us more about this. I know this is gonna be a big transition for everybody, but I know that with all this information, we're gonna be able to make it work pretty well. There's one more thing I want to see though. I want to see how this works because this is a semi-automated one, so maybe we can fire this up and see.
All right, let's do it.